Well, this woman must have had a really clever lawyer. Let's begin. Well, you know, it's making me wonder more recently if instead of sentencing people by the traditional method or usual prison time for a particular crime, that judges are using a pick a prison time out of a hat approach, because it's really starting to seem like it, isn't it? I mean, it often appears nowadays that people who commit serious crimes tend to either get a light sentence or even get away with it entirely, whereas people who do something like, I don't know, offend someone on Twitter or social media get the book thrown at them. And unfortunately, if this story from the Daily Star is anything to go by, then this serious crime looks to be no different, because a teacher who, shall we say, liked her 13-year-old pupil a little bit too much got a sentence which is a complete joke in my opinion, and it certainly must be increased. The article also says that a teacher who had sex with a 13-year-old student over a 3-year period has been given a short prison sentence because she's just given birth. It's ridiculous, isn't it? The woman, who will be on probation for 10 years after serving a 60-day sentence, pleaded guilty to charges on Tuesday. Marco Bodine, hope we pronounced that right, was teaching in the Tomball Independent School District at the time and must also register as a sex offender. Her jail term is also being delayed as she recently had the baby. That baby, though, is not the child of a victim, authorities told local news outlets. Prosecutors had asked the judge for a 20 to 40-year sentence. Now, how in the world did the judge even think that this sentence, if you can call it that is, could possibly be acceptable in anyone's eyes? I mean, who knows how many times things happened over that 3-year period, and she's just leaving court with a bit of a slap on the wrist, if anything, in my opinion, especially when she was facing a possible 20 to 40-year sentence, which, whilst in my opinion would certainly be what she and people like her would deserve, people do often get less for murder, don't they? So judging by the wording of a few things in this article, I'm guessing that is from America. But strangely though, the article doesn't mention a location, just the school name. But anyway, don't get me wrong with what I'm about to say, because I'm not trying to be sexist at all. But I've got a feeling that if it had been a male teacher with a female student instead, who then proceeded to get away with basically, you know, a 2-month prison sentence just because he's become a father, then I reckon there would have probably been calls from all over the place to have him on, strung up by his balls or something from the ceiling. Or something like that. But just because the offender is female, some people out there deem it as not so bad, when in fact they both should be treated the same and sentenced to a long time in prison, in my opinion. And if that hasn't annoyed you enough, then check out this video where this lady committed an unthinkable crime, yet even one of our own UK judges basically just handed her the key. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.